Hi everyone, thanks very much for joining us for our weekend weather update and the outlook for next week. And we've got some cooler southerlies coming in, a fair bit of high pressure, some showers, but we've also got some rain into some of our dry regions in the central part of New Zealand out to the east. So to begin with, high pressure building in the Tasman Sea, coming into the South Island for this weekend, and will encourage sort of an east to southeast flow around the North Island. We've got a trough that's forming out to the east here. That's basically like the start of a low pressure system, or as I like to call it, a pothole in the sky. Basically just has a little bit of rain in it, but it's not really a big low. So let's go and have a look at the temperatures, because the southerly change coming through will make a bit of a difference on Saturday. The departure from normal shows in dark blue, 4 to 8 degrees below where you normally would be at this time of the year. Elsewhere to the north, bang on normal. Same story through the Southern Alps, but on the west coast, you're leaning maybe a degree above normal as you go through what is looking like a mostly sunny weekend over there. Now, the rainfall that's coming in over the next few days is going to be very welcome, as I said just before, in this eastern part of the country. It's mostly North Canterbury up to about Wairarapa Upper. The part around North Canterbury, a little bit trickier. It's all to do with that same northern rain band sliding down and moving around a wee bit. That big high I just told you about that's coming in will make a difference on exactly where the heaviest of that rain will be. But that area in blue, getting up to 100 millimeters. So that could be quite significant. I don't want to lock it in just yet, because the other areas around it in the pink coloring is half that amount. So you can see it's a little bit borderline, and it's all depending on how much it sort of slides around or stays in the same place that you'll get those accumulations. But either way, it does look as though you might get some relief over the next couple of days, which is really good. This is the 3-day accumulation, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So this is how Saturday is shaping up. There is that area of rain. There's the high, and there is that trough, that very weak area of low pressure that's not really a low. So it's pushing in rain, but you can see it's very narrow. And all it takes is a little bit of a change in the shape of the highs and that trough, and that rain band just changes a little bit, and your rainfall totals change. So I'm just saying that because it is a little bit weak and patchy, so the totals might vary a wee bit, but there is still some relief coming for you in that dry part of the country. By Sunday, it's still there. The high, though, very quickly zipped across the South Island, and now it's already lying, south of the Chatham Islands on Sunday. Now that high, depending on the shape of it, if it just breathes a little bit, it gets a bit bigger, it'll push that rain band further back into Wairarapa Upper. If it weakens or tracks quite quickly like it is expected to do, that will push that rain down and towards parts of Marlborough and maybe North Canterbury as well. Very borderline, very patchy as you go through the weekend, and a few showers might also clip the eastern side of Northland and Coromandel. It's a borderline event as well, because it's also running parallel to your coastline, so it very much does depend on precisely that wind angle. Let's get into next week. Monday, we've got more showers into the north and more patchy rain and or showers around that eastern central part of New Zealand. Again, it's all due to that high pressure system further south, and whether or not that rain will be precisely there, or it might move a little bit further north or even go a little bit further south. Just keep an eye on those rainfall totals we've got. By Tuesday, it's fallen apart, and we've just got a couple of showers left over. High pressure pretty much in the area, although it's not really a high or a low. We're sort of just in that flat air pressure area with a few showers coming in as an easterly. And our final map for Wednesday shows, again, not a lot going on. Most of the country, except for this little portion in here, is leaning drier than average. This one area from about Wairarapa Upper to North Canterbury, or about Kaikoura, is in the area that leans maybe a little bit wetter than average. So mostly dry, more high pressure coming in April. Around about April 6 and 7 is when we're hoping the next rain event will come in to northern and western parts of the country. That's all from me. It's been a weird week. We've got more weird weeks coming up. But the one good thing about the weather is the weather, it just keeps doing its thing. It's bringing me a little bit of internal peace and quiet, just looking at the weather maps and going, at least that is still continuing on as normal. And we hope, as we go into April, we might get some rain into these drought regions in the north, because that would certainly help ease the burden right now while we're worrying about other things. That is all from me. Enjoy your weekend as much as you can. We'll see you on Monday.